Hello, my dear Gemini. Let's see what the upcoming month have in store for you. Very exciting. So we have a lot of positive things coming into your world, my dear Gemini. You are going to create a new world for yourself. You're definitely going to have a wonderful experience this upcoming month. A system of sorts, perhaps, if you are part of a community, part of a social change movement, part of some kind of system, law enforcement, any other system, political system, something that has to do with the community perhaps, or even certain ambitions that you have politically speaking or otherwise. But if that does not apply to you, something that you're going to be a part of, some kind of new opportunities coming your way, and it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to be wonderful. You're going to have a new world, and you have a wheel of fortune. So you will be almost creating a new world for yourself. You're going to be completing something old and starting something new entirely. And this could be new employment, this could be new business, this could be marriage for some of you. Like I said, part of some kind of community, some kind of legal situation that's new. We have the card, the Hierophant, indicating establishment of sorts. I know that the old cards usually indicate it as a church. So for some of you who are getting engaged or getting married, perhaps that will entail a new world for you altogether. Perhaps it may indicate for some of you a birth of a child. So congratulations, my dear Gemini, who are expecting in June. It will be wonderful. So new job, new relationship, but this is bigger than a relationship. This is maybe traveling somewhere and establishing yourself with a big community. So perhaps employment for some of you. Perhaps for those of you who are in politics, maybe you will be winning something. For those of you who are attorneys, judges, you will definitely have a big movement happening in June. What a wonderful way to start. I love this. I love it when the cards indicate something beautiful, and it will be huge. Maybe some of you will win a lottery. Who knows? That may happen. So what else are we having here? We're definitely having several things. So some challenges may be ahead, for sure. But there's also ideas, inspiration. There's going to be a person in your life, your significant other, that's going to bring a lot of changes for you. It's going to be good changes, but it's also be wary of anything impulsive. Be wary of anything rash. So you're definitely going to be leaving something, perhaps. There's going to be a conflict or disagreement maybe with your significant other. Like you will win maybe a notion or idea, but it will create a bit of I would say tension in your relationship, because I see that perhaps this idea has to do with moving somewhere. Perhaps this idea has to do with you feeling inspired. You're feeling like, okay, I'm ready for this new passion adventure. I'm ready for this particular experience coming into fruition. And then there's this conflict that occurs between you and your significant other, right? So do be wary of anything that is not worth really going into an argument, because sometimes we have ideas like relocating, and that will create tension between you and your partner. If you're not in a relationship, tension may arise between you and your friends, maybe you and somebody else. But I do see the cards indicate the Lovers. So based on this, if this applies to you, please be cautious and take a moment to reflect. No particular notion, like just rash idea, is worth a big conflict. So remember, you may win. So you may win the argument, and your significant other will say, okay, fine, let's move. And it will not necessarily be free will decision. It will be kind of forced decision to placate you, to make you happy. And at the end, that will not make you happy at all. So I do encourage you to take a moment and just reflect, my dear, dear friends. Let's see what else the cards have in store for you. Let me just see from which deck this is. Okay, so yes, because I'm mixing and matching, and I want to make sure that I give you different cards so that we have more clarity with using cards from different decks. Let's see what else we have. So definitely temptation will be on the rise, but temptation may also indicate a couple things. Be cautious of affairs. For those of you who have a wandering eye or who are tempted to be involved with somebody else, because we do have here the devil, but the devil also indicates passion, intimacy, indicates great physical intimacy with your significant other, because we have celebration of sorts, we have happiness, and then we have justice. So be careful not to celebrate with someone who is not meant to be part of your world. Be cautious of affairs. But for those of you who are very physically active, very physically intimate with one another, please do enjoy each other, enjoy the passion, and you will be celebrating, you will be accomplishing something wonderful. And just as indicates, perhaps you will find something that to finally feel like, whatever this is happening, finally feel like this is justice. I deserve this happiness. I deserve this celebration. I deserve this positive creativity, this feeling of being one with my family, and it's coming your way. If this does not necessarily apply to you, perhaps, my dear Gemini, something else is coming your way. Perhaps certain things that you've been waiting for are coming your way, and you will be celebrating. But be careful of temptation, especially temptation that doesn't sit well with you. But again, the devil card is duplicitous cards. It may indicate many different things, and since it's a general card, a general reading, be cautious of anything that doesn't sound too morally good with you, right? It goes against your values. If it seems to be good to be true, probably is. If someone is seducing you or trying to, and you're feeling kind of trapped emotionally, really go with your gut. Don't go against it, and you will be celebrating. And at the end of it all, I do see, based on these cards, you will make the right decision, which is wonderful. This is exactly what we want. We want you to make the right decision that would lead you to positive places and positive experiences. Let's see what else the cards have in store for you. We have, again, the cards indicate the Lovers, and then we have the King of Cups. What else do we have? And then we have Four of Cups. Okay, let's talk about this for a little bit. So Lovers, again, indicates you are with a significant other. So for those of you who are not in a relationship, maybe you will meet someone. Maybe you will meet someone, and this individual will be emotionally everything that you wanted. The King of Cups is thoughtful, emotionally there for you, someone who provides you with strength and ability. But we also see a little bit of kind of feeling not motivated, not feeling, kind of maybe feeling bored in your relationship. So for those of you who this applies to, please be cautious of anyone who wants to come into your world and seduce you or tempt you into doing something with another person. So be cautious of that, because I do see that this King of Cups you may feel kind of bored with him, my dear Gemini. Be cautious of that, because again, just because we may feel a certain way in our relationship and someone else may come along and change that, doesn't mean that it's long lasting. So while you have a relationship, for those of you who do, be cautious, right? Be cautious of those feelings of being bored and not interested. Try to take a moment to explore and evaluate where those feelings are coming from. Let's see what else the cards have in store for you. Okay, so a lot of things going to be happening very quickly for you. We have emotional abundance, and we have a very logical woman in your world who will be telling you that what you have already built for your family is really worth your while. The emotions, the investment that you've been putting into your relationship, a lot of things going to be unraveling, and that's a good thing in a sense. It may seem like things are falling apart, but they're not. They're not. Whatever is happening, it's a good thing that it's happening quickly, perhaps, but you do need to be in charge. You do need to be in charge of your emotions, and a woman will come into your world and kind of tell you that take it slow, reason things out. Think about the family. Think about the kids. Think about what you've invested into this relationship. It seems like this whole entire reading is about relationship, but I can't help it. We have a lot of cards here that indicate your behavior with someone else, with another person in your world. If it has nothing to do with a significant other, perhaps someone will come into your world. Perhaps you will be feeling uncertain and conflicted. Maybe someone is not going to be necessarily giving you the same enthusiasm that you thought this person could have given you, but nonetheless, a woman will be perhaps a mother, a sister, a friend who has an old soul will be coming into your world and letting you know that what you have is a good deal, and please don't jinx it, whatever that is. What else the cards have in store for you? Let's see, my dear friends. Okay, so we have an official person here, so definitely maybe an employer, because we see a card that indicates occupation, and something may go awry with your job. I'm going to pick a couple other cards just to have a little bit more understanding. Okay, so these are just your fears, okay? These are just your fears. Poverty is your fear, my dear friends, okay? Poverty is not going to happen because there's going to be a lady, a privileged lady, who will come into your world and help you out. So perhaps initially you would be working for one person, and then later you will be working for somebody else, and you're thinking about, my God, I'm just making ends meet, and I'm not I don't have enough money to support my family. But look at this, look at these beautiful cards. Someone will gonna come, I'm just gonna block this awful card right, and put this privileged lady card that came out, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be better than fine. You're going to have stability. There seems to be, my dear Gemini, a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. I sense that in your cards. Please trust your intuition. All will be well, okay? All will be well. If it concerns income, that will work out, okay? That will work out. We have an oracle card that I just picked for you, okay? And look into the future with open eyes, okay? Look at this beautiful card. I hope you can see it. Look into the future with an open mind. Anything is possible. You just have to sometimes believe. I sense, my dear friends, you are at times confused or uncertain or have insecurities like so many of us. But you need to believe. You need to believe that anything is possible. You need to believe that good things will come your way. Just like, as I said earlier, you initially were working for someone and thinking about that you're just making very maybe little money. Sorry about my kitty here, decided to interrupt our reading, but it's a good omen. Moving on. So as I was saying, that initially you thought that you're not making enough, right? And you were thinking about poverty because that's the card that we had. And then the next card was a privileged lady who may be an out, who may be someone will come along and offer you a better option. So our oracle indicates that magic is afoot in the enchanted grotto. So just wait for a moment of abundance. Just wait for it and it will come. It's time to kind of reflect and go with emotions. Take the time to really reflect and listen to your internal voice. Listen to your heart. All will be well. So that's the oracle that indicates, again, don't jump into the next negative thought.